Hi everyone, I am Akash, your property advisor at Experience Realty. Today, I'm tackling a hot topic of how to get a golden visa in Dubai through property investments. Well, there are other ways to get this visa, but we're going to focus on how to get it through property investment. Golden visa, one of the key drivers of investment spike in Dubai, rising the confidence of the market. Well, if you stick around till the end, I will also give you some quick tips of how to open a bank account. There is a lot of confusion out there about how to get a golden visa. So let's clear this up. Many individuals are often misguided by marketing materials, agents, incomplete information when it comes to the process. So to clear all of this, let's go into a detailed understanding of what is the true intel of getting a golden visa. So starting with criteria. First things first, you will need to purchase a property in Dubai worth 2 million dirhams. Nothing less. 2 million or above is your first ticket to get your golden visa. You have two options to buy this property. One in a ready and the other is an off plan. Ready property means you can apply for your golden visa as soon as you receive your title deed, regardless of whether it is bought under mortgage or through cash. With the off plan, there are two choices, either apartment or a townhouse, villa or land. For off plan apartment, you will need to wait till you get the Akud. Then the building completion has to be more than 50% for you to apply for your visa. This means the waiting period is anywhere between 1.5 to 2 years to apply for a golden visa. This applies to all apartments below 6 million. For apartments above 6 million, the criteria changes. You can go straight away and apply for your visa once you have your Ukud. For off-plan townhouses, it's a very simple process. The moment you have your Ukud, you can go ahead and apply for your golden visa. So this means we are talking of 3 to about 6 months before you can make the golden visa once you bought a townhouse, villa or land. What are the different documentation and costs involved with this? Let's get into the nitty-gritty. Here's what you need to gather as necessary documents, and this is very critical. You'll need to have your passport. You'll need to have your passport copy, your visa copy if you are a traveler who has come into the country, title deed for completed property, sales purchase agreement SPA for an off-plan property, statement of accounts if the property is under any kind of a plan, NOC, no objection certificate from the bank if it is mortgage. These are the documents that you will need. What are the costings looking like? We have a DLD fees of about 4,000 dirhams, immigration fees about 2,500, 2,600 dirhams, medical fees of 700 dirhams, Emirates ID fees of 1,100, and administrative fees of about 1,100 to 1,500 dirhams. Total going to about 9.5 to 10,000 dirhams. The process involves Dubai Land Department, Immigration Office, Medical Office, and Emirates ID Office. Now, the process timeline is anywhere between 7 to 9 working days is what you typically need to expect for running the entire process till you get your golden visa. However, it can be faster turnaround for an additional fees and the time can be shortened to 2 to 3 days. Well, the fees also goes up here. Instead of 10,000, we're talking about 15 to 20,000 dirhams. And you will need to be present through the whole process in the country. In the realm of a joint property ownership, it is vital to understand certain other criteria for your golden visa application process. Spouse ownership. When the property is jointly owned by married couples, meeting the golden visa investment threshold is relatively straightforward. A combined investment of 2 million or more is sufficient to meet the eligibility criteria. Non-spouse ownership, however, for the property co-owned by individuals who aren't spouse, such as father, son, business partners, or any other relationship, the requirement shifts. In such cases, the total property investment value has to exceed over 4 million dirhams. That's how you can apply for golden visa. I'm always happy to answer any more questions or queries that you may have to understand this subject. Keep in mind, you have to be present through the entire process. Keep all your documents ready. This process may sound a little difficult, but it isn't once you have the right agency to work through the entire process. It's a pretty straightforward process once you have the agency. So it has to be a good agency. Now let's go to the bonus point that I spoke to you earlier about, how to open a bank account. Do you want to open a bank account in UAE? Pretty simple. You can do that without a residency visa. You heard me right. Without a residency visa. This typically takes 2 to 3 days to grant access to a standard savings account. Banks such as FAB, Mashriq Bank, Dubai Islamic Bank, Emirates NBD Bank are recommended options. This will be a standard savings account without a checkbook. However, you will be issued a debit card and you will have access to online transactions. These accounts can be opened at a cost of 10 to 15,000 dirhams, and this will be a typically AED dirham bank account. You can also have a USD or other currency accounts if you wish to. And for the smooth transactions, you have to be in the country to process and conclude with this transaction. There is always the other option, the golden visa. Once you have sorted that, opening a bank account is fairly simple once you have received your Emirates ID. The account will grant you full access to the bank account. That means ATM card, online transaction, and checkbooks. Most of the agencies can assist you opening with the bank account once you have your golden visa. Now the charges will reduce to about 5,000 instead of the 10-15,000. It is essential to stay in the country while you're opening the bank account. And you also need to remember, UAE keeps changing these processes time and again, so you got to be aware of what are the new processes as these may change with time. Seek for guidance from a reputable agency to navigate through this process smoothly. There could be some restrictions for CIS countries and a handful of other countries on the process. It is my sincere hope that this guide has illuminated your path to acquiring your golden visa and initiating a bank account opening in Dubai. If you have found this information valuable, please consider liking and sharing this video. Signing off, your property advisor Akash Khanna from Experience Realty.